In this week's lesson, on page 248 in Science and Health, Mrs. Eddy says, "Let unselfishness, goodness, mercy, justice, health, holiness, love, the kingdom of heaven reign within us, and sin, disease, and death will diminish until they finally disappear." Many years ago, this was a statement given to us to work with. It was one Mrs. Evans had loved. She suggested we teach it to our children as a nighttime prayer and to work with it ourselves. More recently, I've been thinking about that passage and how to apply it more deeply. And certainly, sometimes we hear in the world, we hear people saying, well, they think they have some disease developing in them, or crime is increasing in their neighborhood, or the unemployment rate is increasing. Now, Mrs. Eddy is giving us the antidote to this. Sin, disease, and death will diminish until they finally disappear. But how does that happen? And she lists 7, really, attributes, godlike attributes to express, to think about, so that kingdom of heaven reigns within you. And so now, if I hear anything negative, I've been thinking about that. Well, how can I express this kingdom of heaven more within myself and enable this diminishing until it finally disappears? This is a sacred duty, a sacred honor we have as scientists to make sure that these things are diminishing, and they will disappear, but the work must be done. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm grateful for all that I've learned about Christian Science from a practitioner in this church and by being an active member.